Welcome back to Grappling Legacy Lounge, episode 20. We're here with my older brother, Mike Richmond.
Slightly older.
3 years older. Older. That's good enough for me, anyway. So we're here to just dive right into things and kick things off. I was going to let these guys kind of ask. They had questions about your journey, my journey, Gabe's journey, and how this whole legacy thing came about. So I'll let Brandon, because he's been bugging me literally for like 2 months about one particular question. I don't have the answer for it. Gabe actually asked me earlier while we were waiting for you if I actually knew the answer, and I was like, I don't have a freaking clue. So I don't know. Go. You want to ask?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Why did you actually start wrestling?
So
and when? And when? How old
I
were you?
We had just moved, and I started going to a new school. And a friend of mine in my class his name's John Pilch. If he's out there, thanks a lot, man. His brother wrestled, so like he kind of almost the same thing. Where like I came home and wrestled your dad. His brother came home and wrestled him, and then he and I were friends. So he was like, "You got to join the wrestling team. You got to join the wrestling team," and I did. And I think that was 4th grade, maybe 4th or 5th grade.
That's crazy. They had wrestling in grade school, but the school you were in was, I guess it was, nowadays it'd be probably considered a private school because that was St.
Right.
Peter's, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it would have been
a private.
It would have been a private school, and they had kindergarten through high school, I think, right?
Yes. No. Yes. Kindergarten through high school. Yeah.
And so you started wrestling. You were in 4th grade, you said?
I think
4th
I was
or
in
5th?
5th. It might have been 5th grade.
So that would have been like, that's still grade school. That's a year older than you, Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was that like?
I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
Because we were watching WWE.
And that's exactly what I thought I was getting myself into. And, when I got my first 3 or 4 matches, I think I wrestled in shoes that were similar to these.
Yeah.
They were Nike flats like these things. And, that whole first season, I was 60 pounds. No, I was 55 pounds. And the lowest weight class was 60 pounds.
Yeah.
I went undefeated that year, 10-0, and only wrestled 4 times.
How'd you go 10-0?
Because they didn't
Forfeits.
So, and it was different too back
that's
then, because it was St. Pete's. We only competed against other private schools like that. So all of the tournaments were not what they are today.
Yeah.
And the private schools didn't have full teams
right.
back then at all.
Because nowadays they do all sorts of.
And they blend them,
I would say
because
recruiting.
it's all with the 1A, 2A, 3A.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, back then there was no 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. One big thing.
And it was by your region and whatnot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got to literally go downstate my first year because I didn't have to wrestle anybody.
Right.
It was
you were just automatically
show up. And
there's
there
no
I was.
qualifying. It's
I
just
wrestled
there.
I wrestled the conference tournament, which there were the 2 other kids. I beat both of them.
Yeah.
The nice thing is I liked it right away. I got it right away.
Yeah.
It struck a nerve in me that was oh, this is nice. I get to wrestle around with my buddies here, and we're not hurting each other, but we're getting a lot of things out.
Yeah.
It hit fast.
Yeah.
And then of course came home and showed you everything I learned in that practice.
Right.
It was almost like I'd come home from wrestling practice and then practice another hour and a half with you.
Yeah.
I'm no, that's not how it's done. Let's do this again. And I guarantee we probably did 1 million single leg takedown drills
easily.
to each other.
Easily. I've been telling these guys, I may have mentioned it on a podcast or two, but we didn't have mats. We literally took our coffee table, put it on top of the couch, we flipped it on top of the couch so it wouldn't fall off.
Yeah.
And then drilled and kind of sparred sometimes
On the
carpet.
On
And
the
it wasn't
carpet.
like the carpet that we have now. We're talking like shag carpeting.
Oh yeah,
We had
had
carpet
burns.
Yeah,
we
it
had
was
burns on our elbows, our knees, forehead sometimes.
Yeah, it was brutal. It's fun. It's brutal. I had no freaking idea what I was doing. He had to tell me everything to do, what I needed to do.
Yeah, and
So-
explaining the point system.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
So you were pretty much, because Dad never wrestled, our uncles never wrestled, right?
Yeah, actually, Dad did for like 2 years, but he never really. It was more of like a thing to do for him. He never really got into it.
Yeah.
And Uncle Chuck wrestled 1 year
Okay.
and got his butt handed to him because he wasn't
So
really,
small.
Yeah, he really wasn't made for it.
Yeah.
Chuck and I had the same problem. Everything we ate just went down the toilet.
Yeah. What about you, Gabe?
I mean, you mentioned, going home with him and, training with, my dad. Like, what was it like, you're going home from practice and you're just drilling with him. Like, are you, like, tired? And you're like, was there ever any time where you're like, I don't really want to drill with you today?
I wouldn't feel tired from wrestling until high school. Like when they really started drilling you,
Yeah.
Junior high was, I went to a different junior high and I had a really great wrestling coach in junior high, and the conference was 4 schools.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't.
That was Meade, right?
Yeah, Margaret Mead. It was
Yeah.
Margaret Mead, Frost, Adams, and something else. I forget. But it really wasn't until high school that like you felt you just got the crap beat out of you in practice. Junior high, I could still come home and we'd wrestle all night.
And we did. And some of it turned into fist fights.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
How many years did you wrestle?
Not quite sure, like, because I kept going out of high school for a couple, while like doing
Like,
the
in-
independent
in and
thing.
out, yeah.
I never wrestled for a team. I always went in under my own name and
Yeah.
claimed Dad was the coach. I mean, some of them you coached me. I just added all together. I think I stopped by the time I was 20,
Yeah.
21-ish.
I remember.
or
I remember. There's a lot of things I remember. So there's a lot of stories, and we'll get to the outdoor one. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Let's go. We mentioned middle school. So junior high. It wasn't middle school back then. It was junior high, and it was only 7th and 8th grade. It wasn't 6, 7, 8.
Right.
So I think it was your 7th. It had to have been 7th grade. I remember coming home off a bus, and it was a blizzard, and you had a meet or a
It
tournament.
was a meet.
And,
I remember this.
I wanted to go watch them, and Grandma Baum was working, Grandpa Sam was there, and I was home by myself.
You were
And
sick too.
I was
If
sick
memory
too.
Serves,
Yeah.
Like
I
you
was,
had the flu.
I was
or
your
something.
age, Brandon. I was your age. I
Yeah.
walked to his junior high,
How far was this walk?
About 5 miles.
about 5 miles.
In the blizzard?
In a
In a
blizzard.
blizzard.
And I had
In
to
a
cross,
blizzard.
like, imagine crossing Orchard to go to, like, Woodman's there.
Yeah.
Imagine crossing that in a blizzard on your feet. It's like a complete whiteout. And, I did what I could. I bundled everything up, wore a big coat, had a scarf, hat, I didn't grab gloves because I didn't think about it, and I just wanted to get there. I came walking in, and Grandpa Sam saw me and, like, freaked that I was there. He's like, "How did you get here?" And I was like, "I walked." They thought I had frostbite in my hand, so they put my hands under cold water,
Yeah.
and I was afraid that I missed your match, and I didn't.
No.
I didn't miss it. I got there in time to watch it. But that was an experience. The walk I remember, the match I remember, like getting there. But after that, it's kind of a blur.
Yeah, I remember I was actually warming up for my match. I had just like started
Yeah.
to take my sweats off, and I look up and you come through the door, and you're just like,
I was shivering. It was cold. It was like I can't even imagine that happening. Like I cannot imagine Brandon doing that.
no, right,
Like,
right.
No, because is that like
One, there's no way in this day and age that he would be home alone.
Well, right,
So
that
there's
too.
that.
Yeah.
so like to put this to perspective, you were walking from like here to like Herget.
Further.
So like the.
So
here,
Herget's
west.
probably about 2 miles.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably like from here to Jefferson or your high school.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
still pretty far.
yeah. You crossed Plum Grove Road
Right.
at his age.
Right. Exactly.
It's like the Hobbit's journey.
Like, I'm
Yeah, for
sure-
real.
And like, it was a blizzard, and I'm sure somebody was sitting in the car watching him cross the street, just like, where is this kid's parents at? You know?
Yeah, you know, that's true. I wonder if that people were thinking that.
I'm sure of it.
Like, how did a cop not stop? Did I not see a cop? Did I not see a
and
plow?
What is
you know?
that? Wise Road, too.
Yeah.
You walked all
Yeah.
the way Summit, Wise all the way down across Plum Grove, and then. Yeah,
I followed,
man.
so I
Like-
only knew the route because, again, private school, no buses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Grandma Bomb would have to drop him off before dropping me off to school. So
you
I
remember
remember
the path.
I remember the driving path. So I followed the sidewalk along the roads that I knew. So that's how I got there.
Well, thankfully it didn't
It
get
probably
lost.
I probably could have took several shortcuts and probably made it there in half the time.
Yeah, cutting through yards or whatever.
But I had no idea.
Yeah, couldn't take the crow's flight. Had to take the mom's drive.
Right, exactly.
And I mean, I never rode my bike there for 2 years that I went there. So I mean, like it's not that close.
Yeah.
You walked. I like. How,
Oh,
do you know how long that
I
takes?
see
I'm
like I see this explosion going
Yeah.
off in your brain right now,
So
Gabe.
confused.
This is
I
like
could never
one of
imagine that,
those-
especially at his
Yeah, and
age.
like-
Yeah.
This is like one of those sad things where, like, when I was your age, I crossed miles. I fighted bears to go to get to school.
Any
But
bears,
this
but
is
maybe a
actually
mountain
kind of
lion
true.
or something.
I believe this.
I don't know about bears, but yeah, mountain lion probably. Big cat.
Big cat,
Big cat.
Yeah.
tabby,
Yeah. Yeah.
but big,
Big.
and it had its
Kind of big.
claws.
Yeah. Big claws.
Aggressive.
So, in the snow, uphill both ways. Truthfully, it was the snow. The blizzard was pretty bad.
And it was
Yeah.
really bad.
We had an incident, speaking of snow, this is kind of off the grappling topic. We had an incident today. We were going shoe shopping with these guys, and I'm in the car, and or we're shoe shopping, and then you bought your VR goggle thing.
Yeah.
And I'm in the car in the driver's seat. Gabe, I thought, got in the back seat,
Oh yeah.
and he's actually opening the tailgate to throw his thing in the back, in the far back. Well, I put the car in drive, and I start driving away. And Rachel's like, "Stop!" Gabe's not in the car. I'm like, "What do you mean?" Oh, I didn't get far. I got maybe like 2 feet. And
What were you thinking?
I didn't even close the trunk. I was like, "What are you doing, man?"
yeah, but it got me right after it got me
Was
thinking.
it something I said?
Yeah, it got me thinking about an incident where we had a paper route.
Yeah.
And Grandma Bomb would drive the car, and again, snow had played this part, and I was sitting in the back, but back then I never wore a seatbelt, anything like that. It was totally different laws.
And we've never been big.
We never been big,
You
Right.
know, like
and we're talking like she had a Firebird back then, and so we're talking like a 1984 Firebird. So those who are following along, imagine Knight Rider Kit. It was kind of like Kit,
Yeah.
just not black. And I'm in the back seat, but I'm sitting on the hump, leaning over on the center console, and Mike gets out to run the paper up to the door, and as he does that, he closes the door, the passenger door, brings the paper, throws the paper up there, starts running back. Now back then we had ditches, right? So like you have the driveway, and then there's ditch, and there's snow falling, and there's a ton of snow, so it looked level, right? Mike's running. He runs back to the car, hits the ditch, and just sinks down into the snow. And I'm sitting there laughing. Grandma Bond thought he had gotten in the car and drove away. I think we got like a block, and I'm laughing.
like
I
it
sit
was up
back,
to
and she's
here
like,
on me.
"Why is
Like-
your brother not here?" Meanwhile, he's like stuck in like
Struggling to
quicksand.
get out of the snow.
literally up to my mouth.
Yeah, good times. You can't get away with that stuff these days.
No, you can't.
No way. So, all right, going back to grappling, there was another one that I wanted to talk about.
What about your
Still flabbergasted.
question?
About me going through the snow?
Yeah.
Dude,
Different times.
That's how much I love the sport, though. You guys don't understand. I love grappling. Like, I would
Yeah.
literally go through a snowstorm to watch it.
by 5
And
miles.
and again, I was his age. you
And
know?
like the junior high I went to also, like, it was a very up and coming sport. You
Yeah.
know, it was really, there's something you could feel something was starting to happen with it, and like the IKWF that you had,
yeah.
like it was around when I was, you know, in 4th and 5th grade, but it wasn't anything
Like
like
how
it
it is
is.
now.
Yeah,
Like, I love that. Like, you hear of full teams of girls wrestling now.
yeah,
Like,
there was no girls.
There was no girls
None.
wrestling when I was
None.
a kid at all. And you know, even in high school, it started to happen.
Yeah.
Like, your mom actually got out on
She
the
was
mat.
she was in middle school. I was
But
so
like
mad
the
at her for
girls
that.
that were the trainers.
Yeah,
that were
they're the
tra-
managers. They kept the score. You guys don't do that anymore because it's all on the iPad. But
I
they're-
mean, there
do you
is
guys keep a
There
book?
is team managers, but like.
but do they keep a book?
No, we have.
So like back in the day, you keep it all on your iPad. Like they record each match and
Yeah.
they had the points each time. We used to have to write it out on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And
well, we
like
did that in middle school. Like we had
Yeah.
like a checkbook.
yeah,
That's what they did.
yeah. So the team manager, which was typically a girl, was doing that
Yeah.
for years.
Yeah.
And
I
like
totally forgot
learn
about
the
that.
sport and learn the sport too. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Like we have a team manager at West. I don't know what he does. He just.
he
Dad.
manages the team.
He manages
Dave.
the team.
Yeah, well, he's-
Well, he probably
in the
makes sure that
silver
the gears wherever the gear needs to be, and whoever's there needs to make sure. Well, Plata does a lot of that too.
Yeah.
So
I
You
have
don't
no
share
clue.
headgear, do you?
no.
I remember, like, there was a time, like,
Yeah.
at St. Pete's where, like,
Yeah.
we had to, because,
Like if
just
someone
didn't have
forgets
it.
their headgear.
Tell them
though.
about your singlets.
oh, man. The first singlet I wore was probably made out of a potato sack.
Yeah.
It was rough.
And heavy.
And heavy, and I still have it. I still have it. But, yeah, it was nasty, and very uncomfortable. I wore that into, like, junior high. They gave me this, like, nylon green one, and I put it on. I was like, oh my god, this feels like heaven.
Yeah. I didn't get to the nylons until I went to.
Oh yeah, because
High school, Wheaton
junior
Warrenville.
highs were
They were like
the same.
polyester,
The gunny
I guess.
sack.
Yeah. Yeah. They're green and white. I have mine. In fact, I have a picture
Yeah.
of him wearing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should get a picture of you.
Yeah,
wearing
that
it.
was
Well,
my
I wore
junior high.
the
wore
red
green.
and blue.
Yeah,
one.
I have that
To,
Greco
to
one,
actual
the
tournament.
reversible.
Yeah, that's mine.
His very first
Isn't
tournament. His very first tournament.
I
he had to
still
wear.
have mine.
Yeah, very first club tournament I wore that.
We didn't have a singlet, and I'm like,
Really?
well, use this one.
and I got German suplex.
I
Yeah.
believe it or not, I think I have all of them.
Do you?
Yeah,
I only have the.
even because freshman year of high school, I had a different one than I wore sophomore, junior, senior year.
Yeah.
But sophomore, junior, senior year, I wore the same one.
In one of my boxes, I'll have to dig it. I'll see if I can dig it out after this. But I want to say in one of my boxes, I don't know where it's at. I have a blue singlet with an M, and it's a red M, and I'm not sure where I got it. I was thinking it was yours. I thought it was Mead's, but they're
No,
they were
Meads
green.
look just like your Wheaton Warrenville.
Yeah, they're green, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I don't know.
I have no idea where I got it from.
Hmm.
I don't remember wearing it, but
Stole it.
yeah.
I always wore the red, white, and blue one for the Independence
Yeah.
tournaments that I was doing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I wanted to talk about. So we're gonna fast forward to when I jumped into wrestling, which was my 7th grade, because I was stupid and didn't realize that 6th graders could do.
I thought it was
intramural.
6th grade you broke your arm.
7th grade, I broke my arm.
Okay.
So
I knew it was
uh,
your first year, but I thought it was 6th grade.
yeah, I was constantly getting hurt when I was doing wrestling, and most of my injuries were non-wrestling based. You know, that's what is.
Yeah.
So, I literally broke my. This is the dumbest story, and I'm gonna forever get made fun of for it because now it's going on the interwebs. I literally broke my arm because I fell asleep in study hall, and had a dream, and it spooked me, and I woke up, and we had the desks these very heavy like concrete desks that were
Yeah.
attached to the chair.
Yeah,
And
it's like a.
Yeah, you have to slide in through the side,
Yeah.
right? And for whatever reason, I like like jerked myself, you know, when I woke up, and I tipped to the side that the desk wasn't on, and I reached over, grabbed the side of the desk, and pulled it down on top of me, and the side of the desk slammed right on top of my wrist and broke my bone in half. So, and I had a wrestling meet that night. So I was in the nurse's office with an air cast on, waiting for Grandpa Sam to come pick me up, and another wrestler was in there who was sick, and I heard the coach come in because he was worried about not being able to compete, and like I hadn't even thought about it, and I come walking out of the other room that's really dark, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be competing either. I think I may have broke my arm. And he looked and he's like, yeah, I don't think you're going to be competing for the rest of the year.
That was Coach West, right?
That was Coach West, yeah. So, and that was it. My first year wrestling, I probably wrestled five matches.
Yeah.
My first match was I got beat the crap out of.
You got teched, didn't you?
Teched.
Yeah.
Like I had nothing for this guy, and I almost went out there and had like, and it was under the lights, you know.
Oh.
So a lot of people were in my mind. A lot of people there was probably like 6, but like a lot of people that I knew and that he knew. He invited his friends out, and I just laid a complete egg, you know. But Grandpa Sam thought I was going to quit, but no. If anything, it made me more determined. So yeah, that was my initiation into wrestling. So
5 matches, broken
broken
done.
arm. Yeah, but then I found out more. Like I still went to practices. I just couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
You know, and I watched and learned that way. You know, you were wrestling at high school.
Yeah.
So I'd go from my practice to his meets. So you learn a lot by watching. So going into, because that's when a lot of things changed, because we moved in with Dad, and we changed schools. We changed from schools up by, because you were going to go wrestle for Conant.
Yep.
But
I did their summer camp and their IKWF, and that was 8th grade.
That's right. Yeah.
That means you were in 5th grade.
I was in 5th grade. Still not wrestling yet. Like officially wrestling.
Right.
I was wrestling in the background at home, but not.
You were the dummy.
I don't think back then they really had a lot. They probably did, but it wasn't. We didn't know if like grade school kids had wrestling, like in actual clubs.
Yeah.
It wasn't that popular. So.
And like they didn't hand out like flyers saying,
Yeah.
"Hey,
Yeah, like now they
come
do.
join the
Yeah.
Now
Like
they're always recruiting. They're like, we
even
want you.
if I knew in 6th
Do you weigh
grade.
90 pounds?
Yeah.
We need a 92.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you guys, every year you have a table with the sport, and you sit there and you try to recruit kids to be like, hey, come on, get on the mats. We need people to beat up
We need
or
bodies.
something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need bodies. So that never happened when we were doing it.
No.
At least, had I known, like I said, had I known in 6th grade, I would have done it in 6th
Yeah.
grade. Oddly enough, all my friends did it, but no one freaking told me. So, yeah. So, I guess fast forward to what would be your freshman year, my 6th, 7th, no, so not your freshman year, sophomore year, my 7th grade year, when I got hurt. You were still wrestling at Wheaton Warrenville. Talk about that. What's
Wheaton Central.
or Wheaton Central? Yeah, it wasn't Wheaton
Yeah.
Warrenville then. That's a whole nother.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother gapper that we'll talk
They
about.
got split. The Wheaton. Is there like a Wheaton Warrenville?
So there was always Wheaton North and Wheaton Central. Wheaton Central is where John Belushi, who was one of the Blues Brothers.
Both the Belushi
Both
brothers.
the Belushis. John
And Red Grange.
and Red
which
Grange.
You
wouldn't know who Red Grange is. He was a running back for the Bears back in like 1920s.
Something like that. Way back in the day.
So
Went to our high school, and then he went to University of Illinois, and then he played for the Bears.
yeah.
In fact, our football field is
The football
Red
field
Grange
is named after him.
right?
Yeah. Oh, I have a cool kind of story for you too. About we were at his regionals. We'll get back to the high school stuff, but we were at his regional. This happens all the time. I bounce all over the place. We were at his. I think it was his regionals. Where was East? East was regionals.
Yeah.
So we were at Aurora East, and Wheaton Warrenville is in his region.
Oh, really?
And I'm just taking pictures of random kids, and of course it's Wheaton Warrenville, so I'm taking pictures of Wheaton Warrenville, and I see the name on the board, and it was Reed Adler, and I'm like, huh, I wonder if he's any relation to Reed Adler. It's his son. So, and Phil died like 3 years ago.
Yeah, just about 3 years ago.
So, like, I saw it, and I'm like, damn, and he's freaking good. He made it all the way to sectionals. So.
Phil was good.
Phil was fantastic.
He was a stout
Yeah.
like he was built like nobody else.
He reminded me,
like a
honestly,
pit bull.
he wasn't, wrestling wise, he was not as good as Aaron Stewart, but he was built like Aaron Stewart. I know you don't know who Aaron Stewart is. Aaron Stewart's this kid that goes to Warren.
Yeah.
And he's committed to the Illini for football and wrestling.
Oh, nice.
And
Okay.
he's a running back.
Yeah.
So he's built like a running. He just showed me a video of this dude deadlifting 650?
605.
605. And he's a senior. No, junior.
Senior.
He's a senior.
Wow.
So, but it,
Wow.
like, it's like Phil,
Yeah.
right?
We'll
but
show you a couple videos.
yeah,
After.
he's
Be
a stud.
astonished.
He's a stud. But yeah, it reminded me of Phil, and I was like, damn, he would be proud. of
Like
this
he was
kid,
wrestling
Yeah, he was wrestling.
at the regional tournament.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah, it was really cool. So, so yeah. Anyway, sorry, that was my rant because I know you knew Phil, and wrestled with Phil. Phil was on your wrestling team.
Phil was one of the first people I drank with too, because that was Warrenville.
That's true. That is
That's
Warrenville, right?
a lot of what we did then.
Yeah, you the
I thought
wrestling.
his family actually owned Budweiser at one point in time. There were so many Budweiser things out in front of their house.
They Wheaton Central had some really good wrestlers back in the day.
We did.
So
We really did. And
Yeah.
like, even my senior year, you know,
well, your senior year was my freshman year.
we had some studs on that
Yeah.
team. I mean, Kyle Ryan.
Kyle Ryan.
was just
Dude, I forgot about
he was
Kyle
a
Ryan.
man amongst boys.
Yeah, Johnny Milam.
Well, and Johnny, somewhere in high school, like he fell off, but like his senior year, he
He came-
wanted to come back.
so
Like, a lot of guys that I wrestled with freshman year that weren't there sophomore, junior year came back senior year.
Yeah.
Like I got one more year, we're gonna do it, and Johnny kicked ass. I think he went downstate too that senior year, and he was out for 2 years.
Johnny's still doing it.
Yeah,
I
no,
see-
I see it.
I see him on
and the
Greg
grandson,
Gomez,
too.
yeah.
No.
So-
See him on Facebook all the
Yeah,
time.
he yeah, but that was the first and only year we were on the same team.
Yeah, right,
So
right.
because it just lined up where I was a freshman, he was a senior. I got to train with you guys in 8th grade. Do you
Yeah.
remember that? At Wheaton Central.
Yep.
So we'll tell you a story about how Wheaton Warrenville came about too. But at Wheaton Central, I got to go into their wrestling gym and train with them with a bunch of my teammates, and I think some of the other middle schoolers were there too.
Yeah,
That was
all the middle scores that like feed into the high school. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it was a tough practice, dude. Like for me, I was excited because it's like, all right, I'm here with the big dogs, you know,
Yeah.
let's go. And their warm-ups were like our warm-ups in middle school were nothing. It was literally we'd run, and then we'd do jumping jacks, we'd do sit-ups, we'd do leg lifts, and we'd do push-ups, and then we'd start drilling.
Yep.
Mountain climbers.
Yeah, mountain climbers too. And like the high school, they'd run like that's how I started doing our warm-ups for our wrestling class at Peekapau.
Oh, run.
Where it's like
Slips.
you're literally running, jumping, rolling, duck walks, shooting, partnering up for like the first 20 minutes
Yeah.
of a practice.
Yeah, well, that's how West is. Like,
right.
we
That's
have,
how.
like,
Yeah. Right.
I feel like that's how most wrestling.
Yeah. Well, I think nowadays, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
High school was the first time I saw the ice bags on the thermostats.
Yeah.
And like that's when you knew you were in for it, because the thermostats thought it was 40 degrees in the room, so they just blared heat the whole time.
Yeah. Did you ever have to weight cut? You never really had to weight cut, did you?
Not until I was a junior.
Yeah.
Because even when I came in my freshman year, and I had just I won conference my 8th grade at 80 pounds, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And like even then, I think I was putting on maybe 5 pounds every summer. When I got in my freshman year, I was only 90 pounds.
Yeah.
And the lowest weight class was 103. So, And again, there was nobody in the first 3 weight classes, which was 103, 112, 119. There's nobody when I was a freshman.
It's kind of that way. I mean, there's more, but like you get a lot. You get not a decent amount, but you do get like you probably get like 3 or 4 forfeits not a week, but a year.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like
Now I was at 103 freshman year, sophomore year, and then junior year I finally got to about 112, and like look at the variance between 103 pounds and 112 pounds. I think I was 108.
Yeah.
So again, I didn't have to worry about anything. But then I got to that 119, 112 area, and it was back and forth, back and forth. So senior year, really, in fact, I got pneumonia on my heart because of running outside.
Yeah.
To lose weight
Right.
and sweat. And
Right.
Just
Yeah, we didn't have a treadmill.
didn't have a treadmill.
There weren't a lot of like.
We made our own sauna suits out of garbage bags.
Yeah.
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 That's what I've heard.
The schools at that time, I mean, they had weight rooms, but they weren't cardio weight rooms. They were like, they didn't have machines. They had literally a bar with a bunch of plates and a bench. That was it. And a pull-up bar.
yeah.
And the spitting in the cup.
Spitting in a cup. We could
And
jump rope.
Dad, like Saturday morning tournaments that Dad would actually have to wake up,
Oh, gosh.
get us up to go or
Yeah.
whatever, and I'd be spitting in a cup. I'd like every time I'm spitting in a cup, he'd be like, "I know why you have to do it, but it's still sick."
It's disgusting. Yeah. Yeah, poor Dad, man. He drove us everywhere for tournaments. Like,
yeah, I
everywhere.
remember going to Antioch for a
Yeah.
tournament
Yeah. We
to
went.
take second.
We'd go to Bloomington. We'd go almost to Wisconsin. Like, if it was.
Oh yeah, I wrestled in
Yeah.
a few in Michigan too.
Yeah,
in Michigan.
that's right. Yeah, like literally, if it was just to Springfield and north, like in Illinois, and into like the border of Wisconsin, he would take us there, and we'd
Yeah.
have to get there early, like 7:00
Yeah,
sometimes. You know?
weigh-ins were like 6:30, and like the first match started at 8.
Mm-hmm.
They'd get through all the weight classes,
Yeah.
8 guys in each weight bracket.
weight.
And we didn't have track or any phone or anything like that to figure out what
No,
mat
they just
we're
call
on.
you up and be like, "You're
Yeah,
on
they
this mat."
they taped
Just
everybody's
on.
brackets to the wall.
Yeah,
And-
they'd be out in the hallway.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they'd say what mat you're on.
And you'd have to go find your bracket. After every match, you have to go and find the updated bracket to see. Okay,
Because
this
someone
is,
would write down your name.
yeah, they literally would write it. They had
They have a
everything was
printer?
handwritten. Everything was pretty much handwritten, and computers were not a thing.
Yeah.
So everything was handwritten, and you had your fight card, so you knew like your number. They write your weight on your arm.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah.
Yeah, I wish they did that now so I could size up people. I'm like, oh wait.
Well, that's how I was.
Hold on a
That
sec.
that is how we sized up people. We
Yeah.
saw the number and we're like, "I got you," or "Damn,"
Right.
you know.
Shit, not that guy.
Not that guy.
Show me the outside of your body. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like seriously, it was like tattooed. I should get a tattoo of my weight, or all of them. But yeah, they would update the brackets in the hallway, and you'd find, I would tell you what mat you're going to be on, and then you eventually somehow just got there. I don't even know how I knew what
Yeah.
mat to get to.
It was just like, was it like, did it run smoothly or was it just like chaos?
Sometimes it depends. Like
Yeah.
some schools, because they ran it every year, knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
But again, like this is the time where it just started booming. So every school was like,
Yeah.
I want to throw a tournament. I want to have a
Yeah.
tournament. We want to host this.
and it was usually, like you said, like 4 or 5 schools within your conference that were in that tournament.
Glenbard North always
Yeah.
had an
Yeah.
awesome one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
And the Naperville, the one at Naperville North.
Naperville North
That
did
was
too.
it- that
Yeah.
was it. Or was it Nicoya Valley? I think it might have been both.
I don't know that Nicoya Valley was around. Were they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Glenbard North's the yellow one, right?
Yeah.
Black and yellow.
Black and yellow.
Do you guys ever go against them?
Yeah, they were in our conference. That was, they host the outdoor tournament every Memorial Day weekend too.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. So they had an outdoor tournament. It was July, right?
No, it was Memorial
June?
Day, but it was like, oh,
Dude, it was is so
They're
hot.
so warm.
It was so hot. Sun beating. There's no clouds. Just sun's beating down
They
on
got
black
8 wrestling mats out on the football
Black.
field, and they're black.
black mats. You touch them, you're getting burnt.
They would take mops to try and cool it
They
off,
were
and you could just
by,
see it.
by
like,
midday.
just steam
By
right
midday,
off,
they were
yeah.
throwing buckets of water on the mats,
and it
to
disappeared
train.
as soon as it would hit.
And it would steam. Like wrestlers would get on the mat, and you'd see like a splash of water, but then it'd be like low hanging fog.
yeah,
Like if I had like a camcorder that I could today, it would be such a cool effect. But it was very much incentive to not
Get
be
pinned.
taken down or pinned.
that was
Because
it. That was the first thing I said to Grandpa when I when I weighed in. I was looking at it, I'm like, I'm not letting anybody get my back on the mat. I'm like, the only thing that's gonna touch the mat today are my knees.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's-
wear knee pads, right?
I wore a brace on my left knee.
Like he does right now. Although on his
That's
right knee.
that's on my left knee.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
That
It
was
goes on my
his
left knee. So
Oh, yeah. Makes sense. Because I
My-
thought that was your right knee because as I looked
Yeah,
at
'cause
it.
After
you're
high
looking
school,
at
I
it.
wore them on both.
yeah.
I wore them on
Yeah.
both.
Yeah. I think for me the best time was probably obviously my 8th grade year was fun, but freshman year being in the same wrestling room as you was probably
Yeah,
the best.
no, that was my thing too. It was like, yeah, finally, at least 1 year
Yeah.
with my brother in the same room. Like, instead of us just going home
And we got to partner up quite a bit.
We did, yeah, we did.
We didn't have like we did have freshman. It was like freshman, sophomore, JV,
And
which is
varsity.
like your JV 1, JV 2,
Yeah.
and then varsity. But we didn't have like the rooms weren't split out like you guys, where you have 2 different rooms. We had one giant room.
yeah, one
So
giant
and that's
wrestling
when
room.
Wheaton Warrenville came into play. So the funny thing is that I went to Wheaton Warrenville Middle School 6th, 7th, and 8th, and then they were adding on to the middle school to make it the high school, because I think Central was getting overcrowded. Plus, there were some building issues probably
Yeah.
because there was like
There's still asbestos in the
Yeah,
basement, and like
yeah.
the tile on the floor when you walk in the entryway was asbestos.
mhm.
So yeah,
So they decided to make the middle school a high school, but the middle school was originally a high school. So where it's at now
Yeah.
was a high school. That's when Red Grange went there. So so then they built Central and moved everything to Central, and the middle school stayed, or the high school then turned into a middle school, which became Wheaton Warrenville Middle School, which were the Wolverines. Then when I graduated 8th grade, I was the last graduating class of the middle school, but first freshman class of the high school. So I just went right back to the same school. I never got to
yeah.
switch.
His junior high was the same as his high school.
The
It
best
just
part about
stuck.
it, Gabe, is that like the freshmen had a heads up on seniors. So like instead of a freshman asking a senior, "Hey, how do I get to this classroom?" and they
The
give me the wrong
senior
way,
Which I
we would do the other thing. We'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's over there," and when his classroom would be there. But we were doing it to seniors. This was the best.
That's funny.
Yeah, I actually remember having to ask you like
Yeah.
where some of my classes
Yeah.
were at.
So it like we knew because I knew by the back of my hand.
The
Some of the
layout.
classrooms they added hallways for the high school, but they opened them up when we were in 8th grade. So I got to have some of my classes in those rooms. So I knew, okay, this is where this room number is and such and such. So, and my 8th grade wrestling gym is where the wrestling gym is now. So, and it's still there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was cool.
Yeah, I wish we could tour Wheaton Warrenville.
You can. Next time you
Next time there's
Actually,
alumni
yeah, next-
night, we should go.
yeah, next time there's an alumni, well, hope maybe if they have an alumni night when you're there, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Well,
That'd be
usually,
awesome.
like, what we do at tournaments is we just, like, we'll have a match and then, like, we have, like, an hour in between, so we'll just go explore.
Yeah.
We used
Well,
to do
that's
the
what
same
we did the
thing.
same thing.
Yeah.
We would explore. We would fall like we would weigh in like on tournaments. We'd weigh in and then fall asleep in the bleachers because there's nothing. Like you had nothing to entertain us with. We had no phones. We had no music.
Yeah.
I had music, but it was a tape deck that
Yeah.
had headphones. You
They
know,
had, like, the same album.
it was a
playing.
Walkman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a Walkman.
So
I got so lost doing that at Maine East, I think it was. Maine East, Maine West, one of those two. We were at a tournament out there, and I was panicking. I was so lost. I'm like, I know I got to wrestle pretty soon, and if I don't find the gym, like, I'm screwed.
Yeah, because they'd probably just call you over the PA. And
Yeah.
if you didn't show up,
You're done.
done. Mark 'em. Walk over.
Eliminated.
I got lost at one of your tournaments. I had to go move my truck or something like that. They announced like a bunch of people were parked in a no parking area. Like I walked out a door that I couldn't get back in, and I like found an open door. Was it Barrington? Was it Barrington?
Yeah, Barrington. Barrington had hard. Like
My
their park.
God.
You had to park miles away from the school.
Yeah.
Which one was that? Was that in middle school or high school?
It was middle school. It was an IK tournament
Yeah.
because they had it in their field house, and they had like 3 gyms going on, and it was
Yeah, because they
crowded.
had didn't they have like a judo tournament going on too?
They had something.
They
else
were
going on,
hosting
yeah.
a bunch of stuff.
But like it was packed, and they didn't have like a great parking lot. And I remember thinking, "Oh man, I'm gonna have to park on the street." And then I walked in, I heard the announcement of "Don't park on the street," blah 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 blah.
Which I did.
Yeah, and I remember you walking in with Cammy and him walking off the mat. I think it was right after one of his matches, and then I was like, "Hey, he's gonna have another one in like 20 minutes." And then they made the announcement again, and you left. I'm like, "He's just gonna miss these matches. He's just not meant to watch these."
Right.
Because yeah, you were gone for a while. I remember that.
I'm trying to think like what tournament this was. That place?
Hmm.
That place at the tournament? Or do you even remember?
Yeah, I think so. You didn't.
Is Barrington South maybe?
Yeah, it's
Was
the
it like my
it was the
first-
Broncos.
was it
That's the one where you went against Xander.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was that tournament. Because I remember.
Yeah, it was like my second match. I got cow catcher. It was
Yeah, yeah.
pinned. Stupid.
But then you won your
Yeah,
your
I
matches
think, I
after
think I
that.
got like 5th because I like.
Yeah,
I
because that was your
lost and I
first.
beat
That was your
everybody
first round,
else.
and then you had to wrestle back.
Yeah, I beat everybody else.
So, yeah.
Wait, was this at like Herget?
No, this was at.
This was for Batavia. Or
It was for Batavia. It was
Yeah, it was
up.
club.
It was up in Barrington.
Yeah, it's
Batavia
probably like my
is really tough.
7th
Yeah,
or 8th
Batavia is
grade
pretty tough.
year.
The club is pretty tough.
Honestly, harder
And that
than
club's
West.
one of the OGs too.
Batavia?
Batavia's been around forever.
They've been around for a long time.
And always a good program too.
Wheaton Warrenville still has a club, but it's small.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they had a club.
Yeah,
Me
it's
neither.
small. It's small. Yeah, it's really small. So I think actually, Greg Gomez may have taken it over
Yeah, he did.
because they changed it to like the Ville or something like that,
Mhm.
maybe. So
Wait, so is it a good club? Do they have like good conditioning and stuff?
everybody's got good conditioning.
Yeah.
Dude, conditioning is like standard now.
Yeah.
So
I don't
Yeah.
think you know what that is, Brain.
yeah.
Have you ever done conditioning?
Do you
Yeah.
even know what we're talking about, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it in my hair every time I take a bath. What are you talking about?
Like, I mean, like running laps and like
Yeah.
warm-ups, hard warm-ups, like.
Like
what
what is
Batavia
what
was
is this? People that aren't seeing the video on YouTube don't know what this is. So you're making like Running Man things with your fingers.
I don't think they can actually see it.
Well, those
Okay.
people can, because they're watching on YouTube. But anyone who's watching on Spotify or Apple,
True.
yeah. But
Can't see that.
yeah, can't see that. But I do think that strength and conditioning is a good thing to have. Like, you
Yes.
didn't do 2-a-days, did you?
Oh yeah.
You
oh
did?
God, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I know he does. I don't remember doing 2-a-days.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had in the morning and at night. Except in the morning it's like conditioning, and then at night it's chill.
Yeah, but
Until it's not.
in the morning it's like strength and conditioning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. We
That's
do
how it was for us.
Yeah?
It was like there was really no grappling in the morning. It was really like up downs and line runs and
We had stairs too
Yeah,
at
we-
Wheaton
and
Warrenville.
the stairs.
So we had to run the stairs.
Yeah, we have like machines, like workout machines, so we'll do that. We'll just do circuits.
You
Or
guys
we'll-
run the
or-
stadium though.
Yeah, either we'll run the stadium, like we have because we have a stadium, or we like this year we didn't even use the stadium at all in the
Yeah.
morning really. We were more inside, like running back and forth throughout like the field house, which sucked.
Why didn't you use the stadium, I wonder?
I don't know. It was too cold sometimes.
Oh, okay.
I think at the beginning of the season we did, but towards the end you don't because it's just cold.
Yeah.
We had remember the gym that was upstairs? Right above the main gym? like it looked
Yeah,
out
oh,
over.
yeah.
So we had to remember doing carrying people and running up the
Yes.
stairs,
Yes.
and
I
then
do.
You had to carry people and run up.
we had to
Yeah.
like hold them like fireman carries.
That's a safety hazard.
Well, not in the '90s, bro.
Not in the 90s. They didn't
Listen,
care about
we
that
we
kind of
weren't
crap.
we weren't a bunch of babies like you guys are
Right.
today. We actually
We didn't even
yeah,
complain about it. We
we
just
didn't
did it.
Yeah, if we complained about it. It meant more.
Yeah, right. Complaining meant you're going to go for another 10 minutes. Just
That's
so
right.
You know.
You're soft. That's what I'm saying,
Now
Gabe.
we
You're
have
soft.
like weight bags that we can carry. Who needs a human?
Because it's dead weight when it's a human.
And it's the same thing with a weight bag.
When you
Is that what
guys
you're using as a weight bag?
Well, we have like the.
Don't even tell me it's a weighted vest.
It's not a weighted vest. It's like a sack with like two hand things, but like we'll use.
Oh,
it,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You've seen them. It's,
Yeah.
It's
Are
the
you
suplas.
Are
Yeah, I
you,
want to get
like-
one of those
are
for
you
here.
talking about,
But
like,
like,
But we don't run with them. Like we'll put like bands. Like we have like rubber bands and we'll put them on. Like one person will be holding the band and one person will have the band on and we'll just.
so you guys
do
don't have to
shots.
drag each other around.
We've done that a few times.
Yeah,
The
see
wheelbarrow.
the wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have.
We've
didn't
done
have,
like bear crawls where like you hold on to like their neck. and,
Yes.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
We
done
had
that.
to hold legs and go upstairs
Yes, with our
Yeah.
hands.
with our hands,
Yeah, we.
like the wheelbarrow
Yeah.
position, and
Yeah.
up and then go back down to
Oh,
the
yeah.
partner. Go
Yeah,
back
I mean
down
we
to
have
the
like
partner.
one bit of stairs, but like we did that like once and it was crowded. And we just didn't do it.
You guys
again.
don't have a lot of stairs though, do you?
No.
I guess in the auditorium, you could do it in the auditorium.
Yeah, but like, why go all the way out of our way to go to the auditorium? It's
Yeah,
like
that-
all the way
that's true.
across.
That's true.
Like, all right,
Their-
guys, conditioning. let's
Their
go to the
wrestling gym
auditorium.
is attached to a field house,
Uh-huh.
so it would make sense to be running through the field house like
Yeah.
that.
Like there's stairs to like the boys' locker room,
Yeah.
and like we ran up there and touched the door and run back and stuff, but like it was just too crowded, and then they wouldn't like go all the way to the door, and they'd like cut corners and stuff. It just didn't work, and then we just went back to doing more suicides and stuff, and it sucked.
So, out of all the wrestling gyms that you were a part of, what's your favorite one?
Glenbard Wests, the Hilltoppers, they've got like this dungeon. It just reminded me, like, remember how big of fans we were of the Hart Foundation
Yeah.
and Stu Hart, and like
Yeah,
how
the
they had
dungeon.
their dungeon.
Yeah.
Like
I call this.
that's
a dungeon
exactly
sometimes.
the Glenbard West what they had, and I don't know what they have today. But like I just remember going down in like the catacombs of this school,
Yeah.
and like the pillars were even wrapped with pads and whatnot. But
Yeah.
it was just one of those like you knew.
Did they have
like, there was a
pillars
lot
in the
of
middle?
blood, sweat,
Yeah.
guts all over.
They have
yeah.
pillars in the middle.
Yeah, like you
I
had
don't know
to
how I feel about
be
that.
careful. They were matted,
Yeah.
but like you had to be careful because
Yeah.
they were there. But like
I've
yeah,
been
it
to
was
some jiu-jitsu gyms like that too.
like
Marmi's
green mats with
wrestling
all the
room
circles.
Has pillars with the mats.
They do.
on.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. I am unbiased because I really only practice in one wrestling room because that was again all my whole 6, 7, 8, freshman to senior was the same gym.
Yeah.
But I think practicing at Central, I feel like that room to me was more of a ideal wrestling room.
I can still smell that.
Yeah, I can too.
You know?
Like I look like Wheaton Marvels was great, but it's too much like a gym. Like the ceilings were way high.
Yeah.
We had a rope that we could climb. Batavia's reminds me very much of Wheaton Marvels because it's like probably about the same size,
Yeah.
square footage, and up and down.
Oh,
They had
So,
the pegboard
we had
too.
the
that
pegboard,
would go
yeah.
up.
The-
You could go
Oh yeah,
over
I've
and
seen
down.
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
the
I remember
last
like
year that I was at Batavia, there's like a huge rope, and like when we would do Roma,
That's right, you had to
Romos,
climb it.
Yeah,
They
we
made you
had
guys
to
climb
climb
it.
I'd go like.
They had to
almost-
tell him to stop.
Yeah.
Really?
They thought he was getting too high because they had a good crash mat,
they didn't
but like
trust
he
it.
was. I mean, he's small.
I was hot. I
He
was
like
small,
halfway.
but I had like really grippy hands because like we have a rope.
We have a rope.
We would put it up there. Oh, right there. There's like a hook for it, and we'd like climb it, and I'd climb it like a bunch. And then when we got to Batavia and did that, this was one time because they probably thought like I'd do it again.
They
so.
do stations, so like each kid have to like not each kid, but they put everyone in like age groups and weight.
Of
Okay.
kids.
Yeah, and like I was all the way on the other side, and I think I was doing like
Yeah, you were doing, like,
I think I was
you
doing
were
something with the
doing-
cones, like they had to take a shot and then spin around
No,
the cone or
no,
something.
you were doing I believe either like push-ups or planks.
Oh, that's
you
what
were
it
doing
was.
planks.
That's right.
You were doing planks with
We were
Gabe.
doing planks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were holding the plank for like a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm watching him out of the corner of my eye, and then I noticed that he was going over to the rope part, and I was like, oh, I want to see how. I tapped him, and I'm like, let's see how far Brandon actually gets on this rope. And I'm watching all these other kids. They get like maybe 5 feet up, and then they drop. They let go and drop. And
I would hold my hands.
He got like
Halfway.
He got like halfway up to the ceiling, and the coaches at the bottom were like holding the rope, and they're like, "All right, that's good enough. You can come down now." I'm like, I think
slide
he'd
down,
probably
like-
make it all the way up if they didn't
I'd
tell him to do
slide
that.
down, and my hands would be red. Like
Yes.
they'd be like so sore
Well, I
because I'd
think-
be climbing like all the things. You taught me how to climb
Yes.
a rope because you were like, all right, so you put your feet on a knob and then climb up, and I remembered that, and
Yeah.
I still know how to do it. Like I could probably reach the ceiling if I did it again.
Yeah, it was. I'm sure you scared the bejesus out of those coaches though.
I was absolutely loving it. I could see the whole gym. I
Yeah.
felt like I was like
You were pretty high up there.
the
I
tallest
think I
kid
took
in
a
the
picture
room.
of it. I may have taken a picture of it. Somewhere I might have a photo of you climbing that rope. So
I was high up and I was like, I don't know, wearing like a random sweatshirt with like random stuff.
you guys had ropes, right? In
Oh,
some
yeah.
way?
Yeah, I had
And, like,
like
I-
these
That
colorful
was easy.
shoes.
Easy.
Yeah.
Like I had no body weight. And,
Yeah,
like,
didn't I
was able
have
to
like these like
do the
shoes
pegs,
with, like,
chin ups,
I had
rope.
Adidas, whatever you call them.
Adidas?
Yeah, Adidas.
Adidas.
Same thing.
Yes.
Adidas.
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 So
I may never call it Adidas again.
no, I'm gonna call it Adidas. I call Madison Memes because when he was little he couldn't say Madison. He would call her Memes. So
Really? I would do that?
yeah, you would do that. So anyway,
Like, they
so
were like red,
yeah,
white, and blue,
hey,
and I'd climb them up.
we've heard it
and,
like
yeah.
for the last 10 minutes. You've taken some time. Good
Saying
job.
the same
Good
thing.
job. See,
This was
This
hilarious.
is what happens. This is what happens. This is why Brandon's like part time on this show.
Ah,
So
got it.
It's like appears once every episode.
yeah, he's like almost like a special host guest.
Yeah. So like either
Johnny
ta-
Carson over here.
Yeah,
either talks a lot
or not at
It's
all,
not bad.
or yawns. I think one time I caught him sleeping during the podcast.
I was not
I
sleeping.
know, I'm just teasing.
I've never slept in a podcast.
Yeah,
Uh,
that you know of. You just
that
don't
I
remember.
know of. That
Yeah.
I know of.
So
I may have probably slept before on here. These are comfy chairs, though.
thanks.
Probably slept on one of these before.
Yeah,
was
Facebook
like-
Marketplace. That's where I got them. Anyway, so what the hell were we talking about? Rope climbing.
Yeah,
Don't bring up your rope climbing anymore.
It was funny.
So,
because,
but
yeah.
yeah, I mean, you guys had to do that. You had the rope climbs. You had the pegboards.
Yep.
I know
How
we had the
tall are-
pegboards at Wheaton Warrenville. Those are tough. You tried it, didn't you, when we were there?
Yeah, I only got like one. I
always-
so I tried it recently.
I always
'cause-
wanted to build one of those.
I was good at it, man.
Yeah.
I could go up, down, up, down. Like I just didn't have any body weight. My arms
Yeah.
were strong. You
Yeah.
know?
How-
I tried it recently, like at like conference, because like we found the wrestling room and they had a pegboard, and I was like, oh, I gotta try this. I made it like pretty far up, and I was like,
How do you get
what
down?
happens if I go all the way? Like I don't want to go all the way up and then give up. Like I was kind
well,
of.
you're supposed to go all the way up and come all the way
Yeah,
down.
I know.
Because
Otherwise, you got to
vision
call the
quest.
maintenance guy.
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
get
the maintenance guy's got to get the pegs
the
out.
ladder to get the
Yeah,
pegs.
but I was like, I don't want to get all the way up there and then like not come back down. So I was like, I'm just gonna go back down. But I got like halfway, and I was like, I'm going down. But it was a pretty big pegboard.
I thought about building one for over there where the weights are at,
But I feel
but
like
like it's not high enough, so I'd have to go sideways.
Yeah.
And I feel like going sideways is not as fun.
How
So.
tall were like your ceilings? Because I feel like to me, like I was like maybe this tall. Maybe I don't know. Like,
Down here.
maybe this tall.
Yeah.
And it felt like that was like 100 feet in the air. I couldn't like. Yeah, that's
That was-
like 20. Like
Was that last year?
100
Was that
feet.
last year?
Are we still talking
Yeah,
about
that
the
was
rope?
last
Yeah.
year.
He went right back to the rope. That's how he. That
No, I was gonna ask him about like
Go
how
ahead,
tall
ask him.
was like
How-
your
how
buildings,
tall and how
like
old?
compared to you.
when he had to climb the rope.
Yeah,
How tall
when
were
he
you
was,
when you climbed the rope?
Probably 5 foot tall. I was short. I was short through high school.
He's saying 5 foot short. What are you? 4?
like I'm like 4'2" or something.
Oh wow, big boy.
Big
And
guy.
when I did the Batavia thing, I was like maybe
What'd you do in the
3'9"
Batavia
or
thing?
something.
4.
4 foot, yeah, probably.
what was
4
it that you
foot
did
one.
again?
What was it you did at Batavia?
Yeah,
The
what'd you do
rope.
again?
It doesn't matter what you did. All right.
Anyways,
So, you did a few independent wrestling tournaments. How long did you continue wrestling after school, after high school?
Quite a few years, but not like, I didn't have a team. I wasn't
Yeah.
really training with anybody, and like I would hear of or find out about a tournament, and then I'd get ready for it.
Yeah.
I honestly, the last time I actually think I competed in a tournament, I was probably 23.
Yeah.
I think was.
See, when I was 23, like, I honestly thought, like, I thought I was done grappling when I was a junior.
Well,
you
yeah.
know? So, like, I never even thought about doing those independent tournaments, and I kind of lost track of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is sad to say, to be honest, because, like, I love it. I really do love it. Like I said earlier, I walked through a blizzard to watch him wrestle.
A middle school duel.
A middle school
What
duel.
were you
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
again?
yeah, middle
What were you
school.
talking about?
What's it even like?
Just
You're
to
not,
meet.
you're not gonna hit
just
me
to
with
meet.
that,
Wasn't
bro.
even like
Typical Friday
wasn't
meet.
even like wait, was there college? Was there?
There was college wrestling back then, bro, but
Never
knew. Oh, yeah.
it wasn't on TV.
Right.
No. Everything was in the newspaper.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Everything was in the newspaper.
Dan
like-
Gable was just a legend to
Yeah.
us.
I
we
think
had
Dan Gable was
no-
coaching.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So
But, like, we just read about what his
yeah.
stuff was. Now you
But-
can go back and watch like
Yeah, his matches somehow.
Gable Stevenson when he was 6.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I wonder how that works. Like, how did they get the recordings?
Well, they don't. They don't really have recording. So actually, we did have a couple of teammates that they had camcorders, and their dads would record every match. And I wish,
Did they record one of yours?
yeah, I wish I had one or two of mine. I have pictures. I have pictures of yours.
Yeah.
You have pictures of yours. Dad
Yeah.
made
Photo books.
Photo books for
Yeah.
us. So I would have done that for you guys, but it's all digital now.
You probably could. You just print them out and.
Yeah, but like we have all of our newspaper articles that are in it. You guys don't have. You have like
I have
you
like
have a couple
there's
articles.
documents.
I have a newspaper clipping of me. How old are you?
Like 9.
You're like 9?
Like
9.
So-
I'm soon to be 10, maybe. Like
When
a few
I
months.
was 10, and it's literally me double legging a guy. Like, you can see my face
Yeah.
looking up.
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And I just kind of had him, and he just, like, as soon as I shot in and picked him up, he just became a sack of potatoes,
Yeah.
just like laid on my shoulder, and I just dumped him off to the side. But the picture in the newspaper was me doing a double leg and lifting this guy. His feet are off the ground, and
Yeah.
I've got him like just over my shoulder, about to throw him. And
The article was about
I
the
was-
other guy. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah,
I'm
right,
just
right.
Wild
Like,
upset.
I wasn't. I wasn't much older than you, and I was small too.
Yeah.
Like
That's right. Because I think that was for St. Peter's.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. St. Peter's had red singlets, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's funny you went from red to green, which is like the colors of the line.
Yeah,
You
right.
just flipped.
Right, right,
So-
right.
Yeah, I used to think that red singlets were like the devil, not like because they're red, but I had always had green singlets, so I was always on the green side, and I always thought if I had the red side, it was bad luck for me.
Ooh.
Like, that's just stupid stuff that was
It's
in my
like
head.
Like
Star
even the
Wars,
Greco-Roman
where it's like
singlet,
the
I always wear the
dark-
blue
like
side.
the dark
yeah.
side
Yeah.
or the light side. Dark side or light side.
Yeah.
Red is dark, green is light. So I don't know why.
Did you
they
just
had-
relate that to Star Wars?
Yes.
Well done, well done.
Well done, Padawan.
Very impressive.
Do you know
Most impressive.
we can talk about Star Wars a little bit because you have a Star Wars tattoo, right?
I do.
That is.
I thought you were talking about Gabe for a second. I was
Gabe
like,
doesn't have a tattoo.
Not
Yeah.
that I know of.
Not, did you say not that I know of?
if anything, he had a super like a secret touch.
Dude, getting a tattoo on the bottom of
Tattoo,
your
like-
foot would probably be very painful.
It'd be ticklish. I'd
Couldn't
be
walk
laughing
for-
like
no,
the whole time.
it'd be pretty painful.
And ticklish.
Can't walk for a
Yeah,
week.
yeah. There's a lot of nerves on the bottom of your foot. So, but anyway, you have a tattoo. It's Star Wars, right? And then you have a couple other ones, right?
Yeah.
You have the Harley Davidson.
Got the Harley one. I've got a old band logo on one shoulder. The eagle on my
Oh, that's
right
right. The
shoulder. On both of my elbows, I have my daughter's signs. Like Sammy is a Virgo, so I've got the Virgo symbol here, and Cameron is a Pisces, so I got the Pisces symbol here. In fact, I'm going in and getting these added to, because Cameron is Angel, and Sammy's always been Princess. So on Sam's Virgo insignia, it's getting a princess crown, and Cameron's is getting angel wings with a halo.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Obviously I love tattoos. So, and I always feel like there's a story behind every tattoo.
Should be.
What is a Virgo and
It's their star sign, or horoscopes, like when they were, the month that they were born. Like everybody's got a, like your dad
like
and I are
the Chinese
September,
New
so
Year.
Yeah,
our
kinda
birthstone
like that.
is,
what would be June's?
it's blue.
What would be
Is it a
June's?
sapphire?
I was gonna say sapphire, but I really don't know.
What would be?
I don't really follow
June's?
that. I just don't know.
I forget.
No.
Would be?
I know that I'm a Virgo.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's the extent
Yeah.
of it.
Would June's be like blue, light blue, or
No,
something?
it'd probably be like a pitchfork with fire.
Brown.
I'm the year of the monkey because I was.
That
born.
explains
that
a lot.
makes a lot of sense.
That
With the
makes a
rope
lot of sense.
and-
Yeah.
I don't know what month.
The way you
Rope.
climb rope, we knew you were a monkey.
And the way you ramble on,
Your ears.
ears.
The ears.
Hey, we all have those ears. Be proud of those ears. Once,
Yeah.
if you're lucky, you can earn some real
Yeah, real ears.
ears.
Speaking of, man, yours is starting
Yeah.
to really come in.
His other
Looks
ones, like
I
poofs up a little bit.
my junior high coach, Coach Cox, like threatened us and told us, your ears are gonna go to crap. You wear your headgear all the time.
Yeah.
Even in practice. And it was kind of like a habit that I did, and then I learned in high school that I sweat more if I had my headgear on.
Oh,
so I
really?
just kept it.
Yeah.
I always wear my headgear.
They
on.
may be big. I may look like I can fly with these things, but they don't hurt.
Not
These
anymore.
don't really hurt anymore. They
No.
did when it happened.
Yeah, well, cause like
They're
you can't
so
sleep
sensitive.
on that side.
No, you can't. Yeah. So, the funny thing is, I didn't get cauliflower until jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so
my
really-
high school
I'm the
was
real
fine.
wrestler. Cause I got it during wrestling and blew both.
Give it to him.
Yep.
Okay. You win. Almighty Gabe. Real wrestler. Wow. Oh, this is what I gotta live with, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
So,
You like could be like you have like a hat that I got you for Christmas, and you like always stick your ears out. I don't like it. You just always stick your ears
kind
out.
of like your hair.
No,
It's-
I like my hair. I did it off of like like content creator.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
No idea what you're
That's
saying.
the. So when
Yeah,
you sat
that's
down
why
in
I
the
got the
barber chair, you were
low
like,
taper
"Give me the content creator."
No, like give me no, like give me like a low taper fade because like
Low
I-
taper fade. 9 years
they
old.
didn't
She's
even
like,
give
give me
me
a low taper fade.
no,
All right.
my mom asked for.
And if you don't mind, can you
Mom-
trim up the
Can you trim?
stash?
Can you trim
the
this up?
goatee a little
Yeah.
bit?
Maybe put some oil on it so I can get that little curl going.
No,
want some wax.
the guy who like I
Like the iron
found
cheek.
I
like the
found
iron cheek.
like when I found out like this like
What
the
did
low
you call
taper,
it? A low.
taper fade.
Okay, that's all I need to know about that.
It isn't even low. This is just a taper fade because the barber who did I don't know what to call it, but the person who did this like didn't have like a razor that was like deep enough or something, so they had to do it just taper fade.
I feel like we're interviewing him more than we're interviewing anyone else.
Yeah. So
This might be the most you've talked on a podcast.
that is true because I have no time to talk because you guys keep rambling on each podcast with the guest or something, and I'm just sitting here in my chair and I'm like I'm just staring at the camera like.
Wow. All right. You ready now?
I
Okay.
liked it better when you didn't talk.
Yeah. I liked it better when you didn't
I
talk.
thought you had a question.
Yeah. Did you have a question?
No,
No?
not anymore. I
Not
kind
anymore?
of.
You kind of
don't.
forgot it, right?
Yeah.
Forgot
Because
it
you're
with his hair.
it's a low taper fade.
While climbing the rope.
So
Freaking monkey.
now you finished wrestling in like you're 21, 22 ish.
Yeah.
You're now 50. right? 50, 51, 55?
One.
55?
51.
Okay.
I wanna.
I'm glad you're not 55 because that would put me over 50.
51.
Okay. Are you really 51?
Yeah.
Shit. Do you miss it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about like
Wish you
doing
could go back.
Not wishing you can go back because you can't ever go back, but like, do you want to like find something and do it again?
Yeah.
Like, would you get back involved in it?
Yeah.
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 One way or another, yes,
Yeah.
for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
Do you know
Like, you know, I'm blessed to be a girl dad.
Yeah.
And you know, the very first time that I realized, like, wow, I'm really glad that I'm a girl dad, is this one was over at the house, and like they were out playing in the backyard or something, and within a minute, Gabe comes running up and he's like, Uncle Mike, you got a hammer? I'm like, for what? He's like, just so we could smash things. Like, yeah, I think so. And the very next second, Cameron comes up and goes, Daddy, look, a butterfly. And that's when I was like, yeah, I like the easier,
The easier route.
Point out the pretty things to
Yeah,
me
yeah.
and not bash rocks with my hammer.
There's some truth to that. Yeah. They boys are definitely more rambunctious.
But if I went the boy route, I'm sure like it'd be much of the same.
Yeah.
Like I'd get more involved with these guys if I wasn't so damn far
Far
away,
away,
you know.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
of course, you
Well,
know,
You know what's crazy and I've always admired is that even though you are far away, like when I first started getting into jiu-jitsu, I've been printing out a lot of photos of my jiu-jitsu journey because I'm
Yeah.
going to put them up throughout the basement and on the bar and stuff when I finish it. If I ever finish it, I'll probably be dead before that bar gets finished.
Gabe will
But
probably finish
it just reminds me of like, one, how far we've come, but you were always there. Like you were there my first wrestling match, like throughout middle school and high school. Pretty much every wrestling match I had, you were there. You've coached some of my matches.
A lot.
My favorite story to tell is the tournament's now called the John Davis, but it was then the Kids Open. And I got, you know how everything is upstairs,
Yeah.
where you have to sit and then all the mats are downstairs.
Yeah.
Back then they were allowing coaches on the ground.
Yeah.
And Coach West, we had like 15 kids go down there. So Coach West was really our only coach, him and Coach Squillo. And they were coaching somebody else, and I was coming up.
Yeah.
So I go down to my mat, and I didn't have a coach, and I knew he saw it, and he was coming down to coach me.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to wait, so we had the match. By the time I had finished the match before he even got down there, he like comes walking up some mat. He's like, "Is it over?" I was like, "Yeah." How'd you do? "Oh, I won. I pinned him." I
was
pinned the kid. And
literally I was looking at the chair that I was supposed to sit in, and like I hear the whistle, and I'm like,
What happened?
what happened?
I won.
yeah. So that's I always find that funny because like you're there, you know.
Yeah.
And then fast forward to jiu-jitsu. Like I'm 3-4 months into jiu-jitsu, and I'm like I'm gonna freaking compete. So I signed up for Naga, and you showed up for that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
showed up for my first 2 or 3 tournaments. for that.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we fast forward to Gabe starting to wrestle, and you went to like every one of his meets.
Yeah, his first
Your
season. Yeah, it
sixth
was-
grade, 7th grade, I think you were there.
Yep.
Every single one of them.
Yep.
So yeah, you lived far, but like you were making it. So I appreciate that. They'll remember it. That even if they don't, I will.
Yeah,
So-
I do because like I also, you know, it's cool getting the time hopper, the memories on the phone because
Yeah.
it's like man,
Yeah.
like and like some of the pictures of him when he was first starting off and like
Compare him to now.
I've got a picture of you maybe his age pinning a kid and just the seriousness look on his face where like
Yeah.
you were fully vested in doing what you were doing and like you know you see the little kids go out there and wrestle and sometimes they just chase each other
yeah.
you know
Yeah.
and like they don't know what's going on
Right.
but like you always like took it seriously from the moment you started and it was really that was fun for me to watch and like yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And
And
now
of
you're
course, like living vicariously through your guys' eyes and whatnot is nice. So like watching you guys do it is kind of like going back, and it's you guys got it so much better, so much better. There's so many more options. You know,
It's easier to
and
find
of course
tournaments,
now,
man.
like the girls and the money that come along with it is still nothing.
It's still zero.
Zero.
Oh,
There's
we got.
nothing
We
that
got to
doesn't
get
exist.
next time RAF comes around. We should all go. So
Yeah.
that's. I don't know if you probably don't really follow it that much, but Real American Freestyle.
Oh yeah.
So
Me too.
we went when they came because and it was cool.
Yeah,
it was so cool.
It was really cool.
It was almost like going to a WWE event, but it was
Uh-huh.
real wrestling and not like
Nice.
our wrestling. You know,
Nice.
They put on a really good show.
Yeah,
Ooh,
hopefully they
and,
come around
like-
soon, so it's like cheaper and
Yeah,
not
Yeah.
like because it's gonna get probably popular and expensive.
yeah. I think it's gonna blow up
yeah.
pretty soon. Like I think they're on number 6 is tonight.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
They have,
and
or
then
like matches scheduled for
Yeah.
8, or they
Yeah,
have like
they have-
people coming in.
right, and they're pulling UFC,
UFC
fighters.
fighters.
They're pulling Olympic gold medalists. So
Nice.
it's pretty cool.
Just like people from like around the world, basically. It's not
Yeah.
even like just America.
Right, it's not just
Like
Americans.
they have like a Russian dude
Right.
going today.
Right.
Mm,
So
There's also like when there's like, this is
wait, you're talking again?
This
About-
is nothing
This
to do
is-
with a rope or a haircut,
No.
does it? Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Go.
this is the probably funnest part for like kids my age. They would have like when there's commercials, they had like t-shirt
Oh, yeah.
cannons.
Yes.
They'd throw it and like we wouldn't be like there's like
they'd launch
there-
shirts.
Yeah,
Up to the crowd.
there was like a staircase. I would go there, like a bunch of other kids would go there, and they threw it at the staircase, and we missed it because they were
It went
either
right
like,
over your head.
they were either like taller than me or shorter than me or the same size as me. So
Well, they got to be one.
well,
50-50
normally
chance
actually
for one or the other, right?
they're actually taller. That most of them had like freckles, like a bunch of freckles on their face or pimples, and like
Those are the ones probably older than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably taller. You can-
they
So-
were taller,
And,
and they had
you get,
shaggy haircuts.
You get really close to the athletes. Like they do a pre.
Yes.
You can go and meet every one of the athletes.
Oh, yeah,
Like we
that
met
was
Kurt
cool.
Angle.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
so
we
cool.
took a-
We got a
with
picture of
We,
him.
Angle.
yeah, that
No
was so
kid.
cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
We also got to meet,
Real Woods.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got to meet Kurt Angle before he got his gold medal.
Really?
He did a clinic. He did a clinic with it was like Team USA.
Yeah.
Did a clinic and it was at the Rosemont Horizon at the time because the Rosemont Cobras
Yeah.
were the ones
Yeah.
who hosted it.
Yeah.
And got to go.
That
and
was
like,
that was my favorite tournament actually.
Yeah.
Well,
mine
one of
too.
them. One of
To
them.
wrestle at the Rosemont
Yeah,
Horizon
how cool
was
is
just
that?
awesome. And like getting to use the locker room.
Getting to use the locker room.
That was
Like
awesome.
you're on the mats on the floor, and we would go and watch WWE at this. You and
Yeah.
I went and watched WWE there.
Oh, it was
Like,
that. It was that.
It was that arena.
Now it's the
Wow.
Allstate
Yeah.
Arena, but we
That-
got to wrestle there.
That whole
Yeah.
floor was covered in mats.
Yeah.
And like,
Like
where
20.
the wrestlers walked out is where you walk out.
It's like stage or
Our-
state.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. But it was awesome, and it was the Rosemont Cobras. They
Yep.
were. I forgot about that. So much crap, dude.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. It was so cool.
I guarantee you I've forgotten more of the stuff that we've done in wrestling.
I have.
You know?
Like I'm writing a book. I don't know if you know this, but I'm writing a book about like growing up grappling,
Nice.
and like, I have to pause because like, I'm at the point now where it's starting to get into jiu-jitsu, but I keep finding myself, oh yeah, I remember when this happened, so I have to go back
Uh-huh.
and adjust
Fill
the
in the gap.
timeline and fill in some gaps, you know. So and then my timelines, who knows? Like I say, oh, I was probably 7, but I was probably 6 or
Yeah, right.
you know, or not 6. But it was probably a bigger gap. I was probably
Yeah.
in middle school when this happened, thinking I was in his age, you know. Snowstorm's definitely in there though. that was like that was a big one.
That's number
it's funny.
uno.
Yeah, that was number
Number
uno.
one.
That was number uno.
Number one about 1987 or something.
So
What?
whatever, bro.
Like number one,
How do I mute?
funniest
Can I,
grappling.
can I just mute your
Is there a
your
mute
thing?
button?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tape your mouth. So you tried jujitsu.
Mm-hmm.
You were doing it for almost a year, right? Is that long?
Almost 2.
Almost 2?
Yeah.
How was that for you?
I wasn't able to stay healthy.
Yeah. You had just had neck surgery too, though.
Yep, I had just had my neck fused and got the clearance from the doctor to go
Yeah.
ahead. And about a month into it, fractured a rib,
Yeah.
and that just wouldn't heal.
Yeah.
Just
Ribs are the
wouldn't
worst.
heal. And then ankles, knees, shoulders,
Yeah.
wrists. Every finger has been dislocated, but that's wrestling too.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, how many of these, being that you're 51, how many of these injuries that are showing up now do you think were because we abused the hell out of our bodies as
Oh, yeah.
a kid?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why I keep telling this one and this one a little bit, like, yoga for me is like, it's key to like recovery.
Yeah,
Recovery days.
I just
you
did
know?
a yoga class.
Yeah.
Maybe a month ago or so. I was floored.
Yeah.
Like, one, it was a little like, so I know there's easier ones, but like it had a bit of cardio to this one.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, some of the poses, it was like, oh, this feels nice.
You do have to be careful which yoga, because there's different styles of yoga. There's
Yeah.
the cardio one. There's sculpt yoga where you're using weights, and it's still hot yoga, so it's still 100 and something
Yeah,
degrees in the room.
yeah.
And then there's like, there's some yoga classes that are 90 minutes, which is an hour and a half of
Yeah, this
sitting.
one was like 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's perfect for me. Like, I would 60 minutes or less is perfect for me. There's if you ever wanted to get, I'm not pressuring you to get back into grappling by any means, but if you ever wanted to get back into it, there's a couple of gyms by you that we can go visit.
I actually walked into Real Movement the other day.
Oh, Real MMA?
Wide open and nobody was
RMMA?
in there.
RMMA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So
hello, hello.
Yeah,
Joey's amazing.
Yeah,
Joey's he's also a yoga instructor.
Well, they have both in
Yeah.
the same. That's
Yeah.
kind of why I wanted to
Yeah.
like check it out. It was like, hey,
He's
maybe I
also
can
got
kill
weight
two birds
training
with
in there,
one
too.
stone here. I don't know if I'll ever compete again, but like I sure as hell wouldn't mind.
Just get
I think, starting at the age that we started at and like doing it for as long as we have, it's almost, yeah. What do you replace it with?
right.
Which is where I'm at now. Like, yeah, I get to play in a band, but like it's not the same. Like,
Yeah.
it's a release, but it's not the same
Yeah.
kind of release.
Well, it's a physical release.
yeah. And the endorphins that you get.
Yeah. And so that leads me to something else, because you mentioned the release and stuff. What is a takeaway that you've learned that you've carried on throughout life from wrestling?
I'll solve it.
Yeah.
Give me I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And I won't panic about it. Anxiety might kick in because it's
Sure.
like, what am I going to do when I
Mhm.
get to that point? But like, I am a problem solver, and it's because of wrestling.
Yeah.
Like sitting there and just in an uncomfortable position and being comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's, to this day, it's like I am the way I am because I wrestled.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of the reason, like, how I come to conclusions or how I, my algorithms in my head, the way I think is the wrestler's means of thinking,
Yep.
and it's not, and I don't mean this to any football player because they're all fucking bigger than me, but it's one of those sports where you don't have to be the brainiest guy to go out there and
Yeah,
play
absolutely.
football. Like, it does take, like, you got to know your routes and you got to know your
Well,
plays. and
playbooks
whatnot.
are huge, right?
But like wrestling is it's just as much of a thinking man sport as it is strength, conditioning.
Yeah.
How many times have you beaten a guy who was stronger than you?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I also grew up at a time where we did a lot of fighting outside of the school.
We did.
And like, I got into fights I'm a wrestler, and I was on the football team, so everybody wanted to see what I was made of. And lucky for me, a lot of those guys found out the hard way what I was made of. And I lost a few, but I won more than I lost.
Yeah.
Win-loss ratio.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Got anything else you want to ask, Uncle Mike?
No,
Oh boy.
I'm out.
No?
I kind of.
Yeah. How about you, Gabe? Were you going to say something?
Yeah, that.
Okay.
I speaking of that outdoor tournament.
Yeah.
You know, it was 90 some odd degrees, maybe 150. But I had to wrestle, like we were just talking size difference. I wasn't the tallest guy, but the second match to go into the finals, the semifinal match, I stepped out on the mat blind, not knowing who our opponents are
Yeah.
at the time, because you don't know who's, you know their name,
Yeah.
don't know who they are, what they look like.
Yeah.
I step out onto the mat, and here comes this like 3.5 foot tank. Do you remember what I'm talking? Like
Yeah.
he was just solid
Yeah.
muscle, but maybe like this
Yeah,
tall.
he was stocky.
And like, and I remember like looking at Dad almost like, what do I do here? What do I
Right.
do here? And Dad's like, you're faster, you're faster,
Yeah.
you're faster, and like, yeah, that I beat him. I beat him by points. But like, I walked off of that wrestling mat feeling the muscles on the top of my toes, like they were sore.
Yeah.
The muscles on the top of your fingers, those were sore. You know, like it took everything. Like looking at this guy, I was like, if he touches me, he's gonna kill me. He's just gonna kill me.
As soon as he gets a grip on you.
It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
This is this guy was like, I swear he could probably like squeeze a watermelon with his arms. Like,
yeah, he was just built. He was
looked
looked
jacked.
like a man.
Yeah.
But he was this tall.
Yeah.
And like,
Me, man.
I mean,
Oh.
you've gone against some guys. Last year, he had a senior, so he weighed 106 last
Oh,
year.
yeah.
And he went against a kid that was a senior at 106. And
No,
the guy
113.
had tree trunk legs, and they were big, hairy tree trunk man legs. And Gabe, after the match, was like, I didn't want to take a shot because I thought he'd break me in half if I took a shot on those legs.
and yeah, right. You think like that. You have to like
Yeah.
kind of foresee what's gonna happen. Yeah, that's
Yeah. I mean, problem solving 101, right? That's a.
same tournament. I wrestled a guy. He went into a seizure. Remember that?
I do. Yeah.
It was a different year than
Yeah.
that year. It was the first match.
I remember
And, like,
someone
as soon
getting
as we
carted off
locked
on one
up,
of those mats.
He just
Yeah.
collapsed to the ground, and I was kind of like, "What the heck's going on here?
Yeah.
What happened?" And
I
he-
do remember that. He was like, yeah. I think that was
Yeah.
probably the first time I've ever seen a seizure in my life.
Yeah.
Like in person.
Same.
So-
And like I felt it
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Didn't know what it was.
Yeah, that was definitely scary times. Or a scary time.
Was it like a heat stroke or was it just like a seizure?
Who knows? But like
Yeah.
he literally,
Just
they're,
dropped.
they're on, they put their toe on the line, ref blew the whistle, they locked up, and then
And
all
he
of a
just
sudden
dropped.
this guy just convulsed and like literally collapsed, like everything just shut down on him.
Do you like continue to wrestle or you were
No.
like
I know. I actually like. I felt him drop, and I went to kind of almost like keep him
defend-
up.
Yeah,
you
defend
know.
the takedown.
Right, right. And that's when like he's shaking
Yeah.
in my arms, and I just went.
Yeah. He just kind of let go and he just, bloop.
And then the ref told me, go over to your corner. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting over in the corner, and oh man, I don't know where he got it from, but Dad found a towel
Yeah.
and soaked it. And like as soon as I came over there, he was like, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in one of the buckets of water that they were going to throw on the mat. That's where he got it. The towel, I'm not sure where he got the towel, but he dipped it in one of the buckets that they were going to throw on the mats.
I
Oh,
fell
yeah.
asleep in the truck.
That's probably
After a
because
match?
like it's so
I
hot.
was just so beat.
Yeah.
Dude, it was exhausting.
That's
I wasn't even
awesome.
competing because that was right after my head surgery.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
I was I had a hat because I didn't have hair because they
Is that
shaved
from
my
the
head.
baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. 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 Don't play baseball, kids.
That was probably.
Just kidding.
I
Or
think.
have better reaction time.
I think.
Or bad have shit reaction time. Nice, Gabe.
Put the glove up.
Put the glove up.
He probably had a seizure because it was probably like.
Well, it was
So
probably
hot outside.
Could have been.
We,
Could have been
we
induced
all
there.
believe it had
Yeah.
something to do with the heat.
Yeah.
But yeah, they took him away in an ambulance.
Yeah. I'm surprised like more kids didn't. I don't think they do that anymore.
I don't
They
think
do.
so either.
There's a tournament in Sandwich that I saw that I wanted to take these guys to.
Sandwich.
Yeah, I know it's the name of a town that
Yeah.
you've never heard of. It's okay.
Weird.
But
It's called sandwich.
and they do an outdoor tournament, but they do it under the lights, so
Ah.
it's probably cooler.
There's
Yeah.
like 3 tournaments I want to do. There's, I mean, obviously like an outdoor tournament. There's
Yeah.
like, I've seen like a glow in the dark tournament.
Yes.
Oh,
And
that'd
then-
be cool.
That would be
I,
cool.
I saw one
put,
where it was like,
See, they didn't have that.
No, none of that shit
Nothing
exists.
like that.
We had glow in the dark roller skating.
And like when you say under the lights, I remember like one wrestling mat, one light above it.
Well,
Like, that was it.
That was it. It
Yeah.
was under the light.
well, we
For-
actually had a wrestling meet against like this one team, and they had like literally just like a spotlight, but it was like a cone looking spotlight.
Yeah.
It was just like right like
over
you
the
probably
mat.
could have jumped and hit it.
Yeah.
It was literally just like right above the mat, and it was like okay.
So they do a meet every year in the auditorium, under the lights in the auditorium, which is so cool because then they get walkout music and everything.
Nice.
Wheaton Warrenville, I think it was Wheaton Warrenville. They did walkout music, but they had fireworks. They had like the sparkler thing that came up, and I was like, "That is so cool." Where was
Yeah.
this when I was
Right,
freaking
right.
wrestling?
We
You know
got
what we did?
Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah, we got Eye of the Tiger, and we ran in a circle.
Yeah.
We ran out to this in the circle, and then did our stretching,
And
and
the
then
drops.
and then we clapped hands and went to our seats.
Yeah.
Now they like announce your name, your weight, your
Yeah.
rank, your record,
Yeah.
whatever. You guys are over celebrating.
Spoiled.
Yeah.
So-
The other tournament that I want to do is I saw a tournament like that's like on like a Warcraft. ship.
Oh yeah, they do it on a aircraft.
Oh
carrier.
yeah, on the
Yeah.
aircraft carrier.
That's
I've
I
seen
think
that.
that's college.
That's college.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think that was a
yeah,
college
it
one.
is a college, but it's like
But
that'd
how cool would that be too?
Yeah,
though?
Yeah.
that'd be
That'd be
awesome.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a college basketball game that they host on
Oh really?
an Air Force carrier.
Dude, what happens if the ball like starts going
Yeah.
out of bounds?
That's
You,
what I've
you
always-
dive for that thing and you go
it's the only
overboard.
reason I watch it. You can see the ball go over.
Ooh.
Can you imagine like a Dennis Rodman diving
Yeah,
for the
dive-
ball? See ya.
That's what I was gonna
Oops.
say. That's what I was
Kobe
gonna
Bryant.
say.
Man overboard.
Kobe
At
Bryant.
least he got the board.
Yeah. All right, we could probably wrap this up. Do you have anything else you want to bring up? No. Cool. All right, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I got to figure out how to close this out.
Yeah, we actually don't have a way to close.
We
this.
don't. We struggle with closing out.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, real quick,
Problem
just to
with
promote it,
unscriptedness.
you mentioned you're in a band. Do you have any gigs coming up that you want to talk about?
We just played Dirty Nellies last night.
Oh, really? What's
There's
next to
some
that?
festivals we got coming this summer, but I don't know the name of them.
Okay.
And something, I think we're playing the Forge in Michigan, maybe something. I don't know.
In Michigan?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yep.
All right, well, we'll keep posted on that. Do you want? No.
I was gonna say Toodles.
You're not. No, we're not doing toodles.
Go on a rant about
That
All
was
right.
an old thing.
That is old.
Yeah, it's old.
Anyway,
Older than me.
yeah. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up. This was episode 20. It's a good one. History of why we do what we do, and you're the reason.
I guess.
So
the start of it.
What
you're
a
the start of
problem,
it.
huh?
You know what a problem?
Yeah.
What?
Addiction is a thing.
It is a thing.
The kind of reason why this whole basement's a thing. There's a sign around.
Seriously, everything down here is the
Everything
that's
is
why.
down here because of one choice.
Because somebody had a friend.
Yeah, it's my buddy. And like I haven't spoken to him since. But like yeah.
Hey, that to me,
See whose family matured more in wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
no kidding.
right.
yeah, right. See how that panned
Yeah,
out.
I remember his name, John Pilch.
So, all right. So until next time, see you on the mats. Peace out.
Out.